Hey, what's up, everybody? Chris here, and I'm bringing you my review of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, just released, or recently released, I should say, for Xbox and PC. I have been super pumped about this game for a long time. You may have missed it, and I'll drop an info card if you did, but I did an unboxing of the Collector's Edition, which comes with the globe and the little pewter airplane and the Allmaker emblem with the download code. Just really cool. One of the cooler Collector's Editions that I've seen in a while, which is why I decided to go for it. But I just rolled credits on the game maybe 2 hours ago, maybe a little bit less than that even, but I've been kind of processing my thoughts as I've been playing it. Of course, I had to get out my Wested leather jacket for the occasion, but I'll just say it up front, this is my game of the year, right? I know it wasn't up for consideration at the Game Awards, I guess because of when it was released versus when they do the awards, but this should have been, to me. I think narratively, I think in terms of gameplay, in terms of acting and production, it's an amazing experience from start to finish. It's not perfect. There are some things here and there that crop up that are, I don't want to say immersion breaking, but they do cause some issues. But I absolutely had a blast with this game. And when I actually did the Collector's Edition unboxing, one of the things I talked about was, it might take me a little while to get through the game. I want to review it. But I sat down and devoured the main story over the course of really what amounted to be maybe 3 days, something like that. Today I had some time to just sit down and play through it, and that's basically what I did today. I did some laundry, did some dishes here and there, but I focused on the game, and I loved it. I mean, this is like getting an 80s era Indiana Jones movie with great, again, adding Troy Baker as Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, if you want to look at it that way, but it is spot on, right? I mean, you just sort of lose the fact that Harrison Ford is not voicing Indy, and you get wrapped up in the story. Again, the plot is great. The puzzles are great. The graphics are fantastic. I mean, there are some moments here and there where, a cutscene might look a little bit stilted, but really, on the whole, it really looks stellar across the board. So when I think about what I love about this game, again, it really comes back to the story. And I think any Indiana Jones movie that has a great MacGuffin tends to stand out. The one here that we get are the artifacts that are tied to this idea of the Great Circle. And I'm not going to put any spoilers here, but the way this thing culminates is the sort of thing that I would have loved to have gotten in an Indiana Jones movie at some point. But that's what we get here. I mean, this is an Indiana Jones movie. It's that same level of experience. And as I played through this, I was smiling from ear to ear. And there's still a ton of content in this. So the side missions in this game are referred to as field work, and I would do maybe 1 to 2 field work missions per kind of major zone or level, whether it was in the Vatican, whether it was in Giza, and I'm not going to spoil some of the later locations, but I did 1 or 2 per location and really got wrapped up in those. And I'm going to go back, I'm going to try to 100% this game, get the 1000 gamer score attached to it. I'm not sure what I'm at right now, but literally, again, I was smiling from ear to ear as I played this from start to finish. And when the credits rolled on this, I'm not going to say a little tear welled up in my eye, but when that Indiana Jones theme sort of comes on loudly and the ending scene happens, it's just so amazing to have this. To me, the thing that's so awesome about this is Xbox has been promising really great titles for a long time. I think that they delivered that with Hellblade 2, even though it didn't get the kind of press that I think it should have gotten. That's an awesome game as well, just visually, audibly, everything. But this is Xbox finally delivering on what they've been talking about for a long time. It's a great exclusive game, even though it's a timed exclusive. It is going to be on PlayStation. If you're a PlayStation fan, absolutely get this game and play it. Now, some people, I think, don't love the combat in the game, but I love sort of the fisticuffs approach to it because that's Indiana Jones. I mean, Indiana Jones is not Wolfenstein. It's not meant to be a run-and-gun experience. And you do have the option to use your revolver or guns here and there, but when you do that, it attracts a lot of attention. And so this is a little bit more stealthy, a little bit more duke it out with enemies here and there. Speaking of enemies, Emmerich Voss, who is the main bad guy in this game, he's great. This is on par with anybody you would have gotten in any of the movies. Donovan, Belloc, any of those types of guys. Even more cartoonish in some spots, but it works super well. But I think the combat is great. I think the whip play works really well in this, and I love the first-person point of view. I think it's completely immersive to have that in the game and make you feel like you are Indiana Jones. Some people, I think, don't love the transition from first-person to third-person when you use your whip and you're slinging and you're climbing, but I had no issues with that. I, again, was just in love with this game. Now, I fully admit, as an Indiana Jones fan, I'm kind of biased. I wanted this to be a great story, and that's exactly what I got. But to me, this is my game of the year. So keeping it kind of short and sweet here. But if you've played the game, let me know what you think in the comments below. Is there anything I missed? Anything else you would talk about? I will just sort of add on, there are some elements to this game, of course, that go beyond what you would typically get in one of the movies. Because it is a video game, it's going to be a little bit larger than life in some aspects, but it just works super well. But anyway, if you've played it, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, thanks so much for watching.